G'day everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to do the most smoothest, cleanest shave possible. You're going to need three things for this. You'll need a trimmer, some shaving cream, and a disposable razor. If you have a non-disposable razor, even better, but today we're just going to be using a disposable razor. Step one is going to be to trim the hairs. You don't want to really be using a disposable razor on thick hair. It's just going to ruin the razor. You might get some cuts and it's going to take you forever. So start off by trimming it. And so that's what we're going to do in the first step. I'll just give you a look at how thick my hairs actually are. So yeah, as you can see, pretty thick. So let's do it. So I've taken off a lot of hair there with just the trimmer, but if you have a close look, there's still hair everywhere and it's not the cleanest shave possible. But that first layer, taking off all the thick hairs, is gonna make the disposable razor step a lot easier. But the next step is actually to have a shower. Showering will open up the pores, it'll make the hairs a lot softer, you know, the hot water, the steam. So we're gonna have a shower, and then we'll shave with the razor. Alright guys, so I've had a nice hot shower, it's opened up my pores, and another benefit to having a shower is that it washes away all the hairs from when you trim, and so you don't have any hairs in your t-shirt or whatnot. So the next step is going to be using the disposable razor. So as I mentioned earlier, if you just get the disposable razor and do it with some shaving cream with the thick hairs, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna pull, it's gonna drag on the hairs, and you're not gonna get a nice shave. So I've done, you know, the bulk of the work using the trimmer, and now we're ready to do the final step. Just lather it up and work it in, kind of like rub it in a little bit. Get it right into the hair follicles. Let it soften up as much as possible. I was going to mention earlier, if you don't have a trimmer, you don't have time to shower, then the best thing for you to do is to splash hot water and wash your face a few times, and to take your time with the shaving cream. But I highly recommend getting yourself a trimmer and doing these steps, because when you shave clean like this, it'll last for 2 or 3 days before you have to shave again, in my opinion. Alright, so grab the razor, rinse it with some hot water, and let's start shaving it off. I like to start up with my sideburns. And we're going to go down with the grain initially to avoid scratching and bleeding and irritation. And it's so soft, my hair, that it's just gliding so effortlessly. Be careful around the Adam's apple. You don't want to cut yourself there. Just rinse up in between, when there's in between strokes, I guess. Now when I'm washing the razor, I'm like pushing down here to release the hairs, so hairs don't really clog it up. Now the good thing about this razor is that it bends in, follows the contours of your face. And look, I've cut myself a little bit. It's hard to avoid, but it's just a little prick. Okay, so that's a pretty smooth shave just from the first, you know, going down with the grain. So let me just rinse up. Okay, as you can see, that is a really smooth shave. There is a bit of a cut happening, but it's all right. Is this the smoothest shave you can do? No, you can go even smoother. How do you go even smoother? Well, you do another layer of this, and you shave up against the grain. I'm not gonna do it fully today, but I'll do a little bit. Because as you can see, I am bleeding a little bit. And I'm not going all the way up the sideburn. I like to have a bit of stubble pushing out from the sideburn. But I'll just give you an example. Like if you get your hand and rub it up that way, if you come down here, it's smooth downwards. But if you're upwards, you can feel the hairs this side, and you can kind of determine what direction the follicles are in. So this is with the grain, that's against the grain is that way. Here it's up, 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 and here it's kind of sideways. So yeah, you would just shave up very gently and just, you know, let the shaver guide and whatnot. I'm not going to do it fully today, but this is just an example. And especially here, if you've got those like blue hairs popping through, or the illusion of blue hairs, you just go up against the grain and that'll give you the smoothest shave. Anyway, I'm just going to rinse off. All right, so there is one final step before we finish, and that is to apply some sort of soothing moisturizer cream. There's many different brands you can get. You can get moisturizers in one, you can get for sensitive skin. So this is what I'm using here, and just apply it liberally like you would any moisturizer. And that should take away, well, that should soothe your face, because at the end of the day you are getting a blade to your skin, so there will be, it's hard to avoid irritation, especially if you're shaving against the grain. Alright everyone, so that is how you do the smoothest shave possible with a disposable razor. Interested to know what you all think, let me know in the comments below. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.